Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so good to be here with you. I was just sitting here looking over my book, Messages from Rose. This is one of my favorite books. I am a writer, as many of you know, or for those of you who are new, you may not know. But I do a lot of writing and put out a lot of books. And if you want to get my books, you can pop over to my website at robert-hickman.com. I'm going to put the link in the info box below. Definitely go down there and check it out. But Messages from Rose is one of my favorite books, and it talks about my work as a psychic medium. So, if you want to check that out, again, go to my website. I'll have the link in the info box below. And we have other books over there. Some of you have said you've been buying recently Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. This is my newest book out, and it's about my insights and reflections on my spiritual journey. And I've got artwork in it that I did. I did all the artwork in this book. And it's a really fun book. Here's a witch at Stonehenge. Isn't that fun? Anyways, been sitting there reflecting on writing because I'm working on a new book that I'm going to have out in the new year. And we'll have more about that, but I just want to bring these to you. Well, here we are. Excuse me, guys, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking a lot. It's Tuesday, and that means time for Messages from the Spirit World. And I want to give a big shout out and welcome all the new viewers. We've had a lot of new subs this week, and welcome to Spirit Channel. Messages from the Spirit World is a weekly program I put out every Tuesday, and this is where I gather a bunch of letters from people who write in from all over the world, and I do mini psychic readings for all of you. So I say thank you for watching. Thanks for your letters. And, for those of you who are interested in having a private session with me, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. Now, in my private readings, they're a lot more in-depth. My private sessions are you and me one-on-one for an hour, and we cover past, present, future issues, spirit guides, messages from the other side. We look at past lives, soul contracts, all of that. And so if you're interested in a private reading, you can contact my office, and I have the phone number below, or send me an email at my email, which will also be the info box below, and we'll get you on schedule for a private reading. Okay, now for my private readings, as I said, they're an hour long, and I do charge for that. All that's over at my website. But Messages from the Spirit World is my community service to the YouTube community. So people are saying, what does it cost? It costs nothing. Absolutely free to be on Messages from the Spirit World. Now, I have to caveat that with saying, I do get hundreds of letters a week, so I may not personally be able to write to everybody right now. But I do read all the letters, and I try to answer as many as I can, and I try to bring them here to Messages from the Spirit World. So, be patient with me. I'm just one person. But I'm so glad you're here. I have to say, when I read letters, listen to every letter that's read, because sometimes Spirit will work through a letter of somebody else and give you an answer. And that's how the spirit world works, because they want to reach as many people as they can. And so, I've had many people write me and say, Bob, you were reading a letter from Susie down in Kalamazoo, and I swear it was just like my life. And that message that came through, I felt like it spoke to me as well. And the spirit world will do that. So definitely listen up. Even if your letter doesn't get drawn today, you may get valuable information through somebody else's letter. Well, you guys are the best. I am so glad you're here. And before we get into all the letters, I want to just take a moment. Let's just center ourselves. Everybody open yourselves up, and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my spirit guy Fletcher back here. He's talking, says hello to everybody. All right, our first letter today is from Kovitch. That's a great name. Kovitch writes this: Dear Psychic Bob, for the past few years, I felt a presence watching me. Is this presence a spirit guide or something else? Have a wonderful week. Hi, Kovitch. I have to tell you, when I step into your frequency, it's interesting. I do get a person standing around you. This is a tall guy. He's like literally about 8 or 10 feet tall. This is one of your spirit guides. He is from the Pleiades. He's a Pleiadian master. And in fact, you've had past lives in other worlds. Sometimes people write and say, Psychic Bob, can we reincarnate in other planets? I feel like I've come from other worlds. And the truth is yes. Many of us have lived in other worlds other than the Earth. And Kovitch, you have a soul link to the Pleiades star cluster. You've lived past lives there. And this master around you is a Pleiadian ascended master. I keep hearing the name Kiran around this. Kiran. He pronounces it Kiran. But Kiran is one of your spirit people from the Pleiades. And he's helping you to adjust to Earth light. It's interesting because he keeps saying, I hear him saying, he says, we're advancing them. So it looks like you're about to have a point of transition here and there'll be some growth for you. But Kiran is working with you as one of your guides. And I'd like you to research the Pleiadians and the Pleiades star system. You have a soul connection there, okay? Not to worry, this guide is very powerful, yet very gentle, very loving, very supportive. But they're around you and you're picking up their presence because you're opening psychically. And this year, upcoming year, really 2018 for you, is a big year of transition, a lot of spiritual growth, and I think there's going to be literal material growth as well around you, like money and some job and education opportunities. And Kieran's going to help you with that, okay? So that's who's around you. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Lynn the Alien. Hi, Lynn. Lynn writes says, hello, Bob. I have a question that is job-wise. Will I be happy at the nursing home job? I will be working and cleaning mostly. I just need some insight. Thank you. Hi, Lynn. Well, first of all, I'm so thankful that you have a job. You know, so many people are without work. So any job that you have is always a blessing from Spirit. And so make sure to tell Spirit, thank you. Now, in terms of how you're going to like this job, I have to tell you, I do get a good sense of camaraderie there. I feel like it's going to be a teamwork environment. And I keep getting two women that I see around you that you're going to be working with. One of them is an African-American lady. And the other is an older lady, I believe Caucasian. Not that race is important, but this is just for descriptive purposes. But I see you becoming like a clique. You three are like, you know, a trio of sisters. And everybody's helping everybody. So I think it's a good job. I feel like you're supposed to be there. But I have to tell you, long term, I don't think you're going to stay there more than about 2 years. Because I feel that over the next 2 years, you and one or maybe both of these ladies may start your own business together. I almost feel like you might start a cleaning business where you work and you go clean people's houses or you clean offices. And so I feel like this is going to evolve into somewhere you're like, hey, we've got a good system. We should take this and make it our own and do something outside of the nursing home. So nursing home's good for now. It'll be stable. But I do see growth and I see you developing a business with somebody that you meet there. Okay. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Crystal Owl. Hello, Crystal Owl. One of my dear friends here. Crystal writes says, hi, Bob. Should I pursue an opportunity to begin studying to become a priestess? Is it my calling? Should I dare to begin? Crystal, really great questions. Answer all three. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you should begin studying. Yes, it is your calling. And yes, you should dare to start it now. Okay? You're at a place right now where the Spirit is calling you to step into your power. You know, this last year for you has been one of struggle. I know of some of your struggles, but I feel like your soul has become powerful through the challenges. And now you will be a voice of wisdom, a way shower to help others to move through their lives in a way that is in harmony with their higher selves and with the gods. And I do feel like you are meant to be a priestess. I keep seeing the triple moon symbol over your head. So that's a priestess sign. And I also see silver pentagrams in your vibration, which tell me that you have growing magical power and that you're ready to take it to the next level. So to answer your question, yes. And don't wait. I think 2018 is the time where you're really going to do it. So you can start, you know, looking into it. And I think by January, you're really in classes. Okay. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Crystal Hope. And Crystal writes and says, Dear Bob, I have an important question about a person I truly care about. His name is Emilio. I just want to help him spiritually to awaken to truth and to light and to understand what is happening on the earth. I want to help him connect to his spirit guides, and his higher self. I just want to save and help him. What can I do to help and protect and awaken Emilio? Well, Crystal, God bless you, darling. Your heart's in the right place. I think you got a heart of gold, and I think you're really coming from a place of love. But I have to be a little bit brutally honest here with you. Emilio is not right now in a place where he's ready to awaken. Now, that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to help him, but I want you to understand that right now he's very self-focused. He's a nice person, but he's gotten very enmeshed in the material world, and he's viewing things right now strictly through a material place. That's going to be hard for you to break through. I also want to address the other issue of like where you say here that you want to help him and save him. One of the things around Emilio that I do pick up, and forgive me if I'm sounding harsh here, but he has a bit of a self-destructive tendency, and I think you're picking that up. But you can't save anybody. People have to save themselves. We can help give them the tools and show them the way, but they have to want to walk the path. And I have to be honest right now, around him, I don't see an energy that's open to real change or growth. Now, that doesn't mean give up on him, but I want you to understand that how you approach this has to be from a place of wisdom. See, right now, you're working from the place of emotion. Emotion is certainly valuable and powerful, but if it's not grounded in wisdom, it will lead to self-injury. And so for your own well-being right now, I'm going to ask you to step back from this mission for Emilio right now. I don't see him in a place where he really wants to grow spiritually. I feel like it's going to be about a year yet until he's in a better place. But this next year for him, I feel he's going to face some really hard times and some challenges. But on one sense, if you save him from it, he won't get the soul lesson. And I feel like at some point, on a soul level, he's contracted to go through some more personal challenges. And I don't think you should interfere with that. It's not that we don't want to help him, but there's a time and a way and a place where it's appropriate and a time when it's not appropriate. And right now, it's not the time for you to help him. I hear what you're saying, but you're coming from emotion. And I want you to temper that just a little bit with wisdom. And understand that a wise person will simply observe and let this person make their free will. If you try to force him into a conversion, to awakening to the spirit, awakening to his higher self, he might temporarily say, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, but he doesn't have a root basis of grounding because he's not in a place where he's able to really get that grounding. And it's not a failing on your part, but it is a sign of where he is spiritually. And I can tell you as a psychic, when I step into his vibration, I get dark blue light and I get red light, which tells me that he has a lot of depression around him. And he also has some self-anger and some loathing and some rage. He needs to work on healing his rage and letting go of those things that are binding him. I'm a little concerned because I have to be honest, I feel that he may also have a tendency towards an addictive behavior, whether it's gambling, alcohol, drugs, doesn't matter what it is, but an addictive tendency will also lower the vibration. And so he needs to have some healing. If you want to help him, one of the things I would suggest is that maybe you might want to just, like, for example, have him have a Reiki session. You know, I don't know if you do Reiki or take him to a Reiki healer, because that will begin to start some healing. But again, he has to do the work. I don't think you can force this, and I would encourage you not to force it right now. But if you want to have him have some Reiki, I think that would be good. I also feel he needs a counselor. Because he needs some professional help in a way that's outside of your scope or even my scope. And I think that if you could get him to somebody to talk about his pain, see, I feel that he's holding a lot of pain inside. This is creating some self-destructive tendencies. This will be the best thing you can do for him right now. But it's going to be about a year until he's really in a place to really open up and be spiritually alert. Okay, so you're going to have to be patient with this. Anyways, not trying to crush you. I just want you to understand the energy that's in play here. And I hope that helps you, okay? Thanks for writing. Let me know how it goes. Okay, well, guys, you know, I have to tell you, once in a while, when I read through the letters, stuff comes to me, even from people that aren't asking questions. And so I'm going to start a new section here each week on messages from the spirit world, which I call spirit shoutouts. And sometimes the spirit just comes in and they just won't let me put a letter down. Like sometimes somebody will just send me a letter, just say, "Hi, Bob, just enjoy your show." They're not asking a question, but something will come through. And I've got a few of these, and I just got to touch on them here, okay? So our spirit shout-outs this week, one is for Rahel Anderson. Hello, Rahel. I got a message from my spirit guide, Rose, this morning for you. And Rose is asking me to tell you that she's working with you to help you open your psychic hearing. She says for you that December is going to be a powerful and important month for your spiritual growth, and you can call on her. So be open to spiritual growth, particularly psychic hearing. It's like you may hear somebody calling your name or something. That's Rose going to be working with you. Okay, so she asked me to bring that to you. Hope that makes some sense, or at least helps you. All right, I also received a message this morning for Gav Hines. Hey, Gavin. I got to tell you, I got a message from Ashtar of the Ashtar Command. He's asking me to tell you that you're going to see some UFO activity. He says to tell you, he says, tell him to watch the skies. We're going to give a sign of our presence. He says, keep watch. We are close to you. So I do believe you have some connection with the Pleiadian people as well, and also with the Ashtar Command. And they're going to give you some signs of their presence in the coming next month to 2 months, okay? So keep watch, all right? All right, and I also have a shout out here, spirit shout out for Jerry Williams. Jerry, I have to tell you, I'm getting a message here from a grandmother around you. I want to place this on your mother's side of the family. And I heard a grandmother, is it a grandmother or great-grandmother? I think it's grandmother, though. She said to me, she said, tell Jerry I'm going to be at Christmas dinner, okay? So this grandmother around you is saying that she's not forgotten you, sending love, and she'll be with you at Christmas. So, you know, you might want to set a little plate and say, Grandma, that's for you. Welcome to our table. And she'll be there in spirit, okay? Hope that makes some sense. Well, guys, listen, that's all the time I got for messages today. I am so glad you're here. You guys are rocking it. I love you. Listen, if you didn't see yesterday's video, definitely check that out. We had horoscopes. So if you didn't get a message today, you will get a horoscope from yesterday if you didn't see that. So go watch that video and you will get some spiritual help. I give the overview of the week astrologically, what's going on, and then I give individual horoscopes for all 12 signs, so definitely don't miss that. And I show my Thor pendant in that video. I'm wearing Thor again today. He's one of my gods. I love him. Good old God Thor, Thunder Lord. Well, guys, listen, thanks for being here. I love you. Sending you my blessings. Listen, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share this video with your friends. Let's get the word out about Spirit Channel. Pass it around, put it on Facebook, post it on your websites. Let's get the word out about the good work we all do here. You guys are the best. I love you. Sending you my blessings. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Wednesday, for Wicked Wednesday. And until then, may you always blessed